Okay,
Okay.
so what were you saying?
Okay, well, at least for mine, um, I've always been really big into children's charities and stuff like that because if it weren't for a local hospital here, it's called Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital, my daughter wouldn't be alive.
I'm sorry, Wrangle Babies?
Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital.
Oh my gosh, I want to donate all my money to them right now. Rainbow
That's
Babies.
Mm,
that's the best name ever. Are you kidding me?
Rainbow
More
Babies.
specifically, the Ireland Cancer Center part of it. See, Spide, you know that my daughter was born at 26 weeks. Well, what you
Uh,
guys didn't know is that she was born initially with a red bump above her butt, right above her tailbone. And they told me, oh, it's a birthmark. You're a new mother. Don't worry about it. Well, over the next month, that birthmark spread to 30 or 40 across her abdomen, over her scalp, everywhere. Doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong. And they tried treating her for bacterial infections, viral infections, maybe it was a reaction to, laundry soap. They went through the whole 9 yards, and at the end of the day, they couldn't do it. Well, I got lucky with her pediatrician. He's like, I really think you should take her to a dermatologist. I have a suspicion what it might be, but I don't want to scare you, so just take her to this lady. And I was referred to a doctor in Ravenna. I took her in, and they did a biopsy on her lower right hip. And why did I get them confused? Sorry. Haley tested positive for Langerhans cell histiocytosis. It only affects 1 in 250,000 kids. The government says there's not enough kids affected by it, so it's considered an orphan disease and there's no known cause or cure. But the thing that gets you about Langerhans is it's got a 90% fatality rate. Now, we got lucky with Haley. She started out only in skin involvement, which I tried getting her into Rainbow, but at that point there was like a 6-month waiting list. But the dermatologist I had taken her to talked to the lead, can't think of what they're called. I think he's the lead hematologist over there. It was Dr. Jacobson. He got Haley in 3 days later. And at this point, he told us the first time he saw her, I need to be prepared for the worst. My daughter was a month old. No matter when we went in, her blood count was rapidly rising, which what Langerhans does is your body produces too many white blood cells and it attacks itself. First stage is skin involvement, then it goes to bones, then it goes to internal organs, and once it goes there, you're gone.
damn.
So we went through lots of bone scans, testing her blood marrow, constant blood work, you name it. I mean, this was the most thorough hospital I have ever seen. If you could think of a potential treatment, they were trying it. In the end, he was also the only doctor that, even her pediatrician was against me on this, that supported my decision. Haley at this point was 4 months old. Not old enough for chemo and radiation, which the effects of that are unknown. I was given a choice, either hit my 4-month-old with chemo and radiation and it would be guaranteed fatal, or to let the disease go, and it happened.
So they just gave you a choice to kill her. Like, they said
Kill her?
automatically fade her. They said,
Exactly. Either, either go with the chemo and radiation, which it's going to be fatal, or let the disease go, which could be fatal.
no,
I at least saw some hope in the other way.
no, it's just like freaking.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
can't believe. I just can't
That's a
even.
dick way to handle it.
No, it's just
I
like.
couldn't.
Oh, it's just. Oh, handle the situation, but we warn you, it's fatal. It's like, why the fuck would I choose that option? Why would I
Well-
even want to?
Some doctors viewed it as it was a chance. You remember, there's no money for research for this disease. There's no government funding whatsoever. And what ended up happening was this doctor he supported my decision to let it go. I was not going to hit her with chemo and radiation. But he also knew I lived an hour and a half away from Cleveland. He made trips out to our house every 4 days, see how she was doing. And it wasn't just him. It was most of the nursing staff that was usually there whenever I'd bring Haley in. And then something happened.
Something magical.
Actually, kind of. I don't know how religious anybody else is. And some people will call this next part of the story coincidence. The fact is, we may never know. But we were sitting in my living room one day, and he was holding Haley. He looked at me and he goes, "Nicole, what would you think if I put Haley on a prayer chain?" And I wasn't on a prayer chain. I've never been raised really religious or anything like that, and I was losing it, being that, you know, every time we went in, her results were getting worse and worse. So I said, sure, what the hell, why not? Can't hurt anything. And he sat there rocking her for a little bit, just sitting there talking, and he pulled out her blood results. And he told me they were getting really severe, that I needed to start making funeral. Over the next few weeks, the prayer chain that he started her on spread to about 50 of them across the country. We went into Rainbow 4 weeks later. Keep in mind, up until this point, the Longerhounds had been just progressing rapidly. I mean, she went from having on her, just her abdomen and her head, it went all down her arms, it started going into the bones. All of a sudden, it stopped completely dead in its tracks. Her blood levels were that of a normal, healthy 6-month-old. At first, we still had to continue going into Rainbow every week. After that, it went to every 6 weeks. 6 months, a year. She actually has her final visit with them this September.
Oh, that's going to be really heartfelt and touching.
But it's going to be beautiful.
Exactly. If it weren't for Rainbow, I don't know what I would have done, because everybody else wrote my daughter off as dead. There was no point in continuing treatment.
So, with that said and that depressing story, which comes up the news as to what the point of sharing that was, well, it's because we here have been thinking about how we can contribute to very excellent research and, you know, doctors that deserve funding, stuff like that. And we've decided that we are going to be participating in a live stream thing called Extra Life. And what it is like pretty much it's going to be me and a couple other people just sitting on our butt playing video games for about 24 hours. And we hope that it receives enough publicity to where people are actually donating. And I know that a lot of other larger YouTubers do that, but we're hoping that this can be, you know, for me, I know that, like, because, and for some of you guys that aren't aware or surprised, I used to be formerly diagnosed autistic. And, you know, with all the, it wasn't so much as the hospital help, but it was mostly due to the, I don't think it was the centers, it was just like, you know, teachers and teaching staff and stuff like that that has been really kind of being able to get me over the hump, and then being able to actually speak and talk and other nonsense like that. So it's come to the decision that she has something to donate towards and I have something to donate towards, which is the research towards autism and stuff like that. And in doing so, we hope to raise a large amount of money so that they can get this money to, you know, go forward. Hey, Rogue.
Oh.
So that's why we're going to be participating in Extra Life. When it is, I'm not sure, but...
October 25th.
It's October 25th, and we're going to play for 25 straight hours.
24? I thought it was 24.
It's 25.
It's 25.
Well, the website says 24, but you guys said 25, so I was kind of confused there.
We're going for 25 just because reasons.
Okay.
By the way...
we might want to re-record.
Why?
Just letting you know. Because, number one, I was tripping. You can edit this out if you don't want to.
But I mean, it's a good emotion.
My words. And
no.
then facts came in. You have user has entered your channel.
No, it doesn't hear it on my end. I took that out.
Okay, I didn't know
yeah,
that. So then just edit this part out.
No, why would I edit what part out? No, we just wanted to. I wanted to let everybody know that that heartfelt story was, you know, it was meant to be in there. And my experience is because, again, we want to be able to tell everybody we really want to get into this charity thing, and we need everybody's help. Now, I know that most of my viewers, anyway, aren't exactly up to par with donating, or maybe you are, I don't know, but we're hoping that this will be a larger, what's it called, not live stream, but a charity thing, so that way we can start really kind of getting its stuff out there, and blah, blah, blah.
You know, I want to tell you guys a little story. This is actually one that Ami's friend Galleon had sent me last night. It's actually how Extra Life kind of got started. Hold on, I had to find the conversation.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get other people involved. Like, again, maybe not necessarily larger YouTubes, but I'm saying that we want everybody to be like not on the YouTube, mind you, but like other organizations, especially. Because I know. One last thing before you jump on yours. I also want to be able to donate to the hospital that saved my life. Like,
And I'm making a donation to part of what we go towards Rainbow Babies too.
we're gonna
Every little bit helps.
Yeah, we're gonna split up the charity by a lot of, I gotta find out the hospital that they saved my life at. Not at younger years. This was my senior year in high school. They saved my life, and I also want to be able to donate towards like an autistic research society or something. And so on with your story. Here, the spotlight.
Well, first, now I have a story. I have a question for you. How did they save your life? Let's hear your story.
Pretty much, I did a front flip or whatever like that in high school. After my teammates wanted me to do it, and so I did it because stupid me. And water, because we were in a lake or whatever, and then the water got in the back of my eye, and at first it looked like a shiner that I just ate a lot of dirt and in the water, because I didn't know. And yes, everybody's gonna call me stupid. Yeah, I was just responding to. By the way, I do have an EU. This is an EU right now. That's why, some of the statistics aren't exactly up to par. And it's a lot of fun being a noob again. But anyway, eventually my eyeball started almost popping out of my skull. It was pretty.
Oh, wow.
It was a pretty gross scene. Apparently there was bacteria that was, let's just say this. Thank you to my mother, who, if she had not taken me to the hospital the next day, I would have never woke up. I would have died. You know what the worst part about that is? None of my teammates went to go see me after they heard about this incident.
That was kind of messed up. I mean, it's awesome that she took you in and got your life saved, but it's messed up that they didn't go in and see you.
Yeah, especially my teammates. But anyway, long story short, they had to pump 3 different kinds of no, is it?
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics, there you go. It wasn't antibacterial, what? And then 11 days later, I managed to get out of the hospital, and, good as new. And honestly, I look back on it now, and I realize that thanks to both all the support that I've been getting and the only reason that I don't donate to my personal schools is because of, what's it called? I just want it to be donated on a much larger, grander scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to know that if you know of somebody who was diagnosed autistic or had a child, whatever the case is, that I'm living proof that autism is in the end. I mean, look at me. I'm going to a very fantastic college. I'm, walking and talking. I'm looking people in the eye and getting Some things are incredible. Well, hang on. Hang on. Oh. No, but yeah, I mean, look at the amount of support I've been getting from followers, from you guys, and I want to be able to give that back. Now, unfortunately, I will say this much, I can't donate any of my own personal money. Reason being is that I'm a bit on a budget crunch, and I gotta be careful with spending, especially now that I'm gonna be heading towards my master's degree program and everything. It's just, we're gonna have a lot of fun. But we need your guys' help to spread the word and just tell everyone, hey, there's going to be a live stream going on. Live stream, right?
We could probably live stream it.
Well, not a live stream, right? Or
we can probably live stream it. We're going to be playing all kinds of stuff. We're planning on playing at least Pathfinder, probably some Cards Against Humanity, probably a little bit of World of Warcraft, all kinds of stuff.
Whatever we can do to keep ourselves amused enough to keep awake for 25 hours.
But, I mean, if you guys have something else in mind, what we do for... And I already know what everybody wants me to do for 24 freaking hours, which is League. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. Everybody... I mean, hey, you know what? If you want me to do League for 24 hours straight, I mean, I can do that. But, again, I need your guys' help. I need it badly. I need this to be aware. I need everybody else to... if you maybe want to have somebody that guest stars on our thing and you really want to be able to see them, message them, be like, hey, they're going to do this and I would really like it if you did that, blah, 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 blah. you know, because we're going to try our best to organize where that money goes and how it's going to be handled and stuff. But it's up to everybody else to kind of keep up the awareness.
So as of right now, this is kind of a heads up. There's also going to be another video released sometime in the near future with more specifics on what's going to happen, exactly what we're looking for. This will be a video that you can go ahead and pass around to everybody.
Yeah, share.
That you can show people. Share it. Comment on the video. Get the awareness out there. Now, I'm going to be working with some contacts on my end to see if I can get them to broadcast it across their channels as well. But in the meantime, this was started by gamers. For a little girl that ended up, she had a rare form of leukemia. It was actually started with the sarcastic gamer community. What they ended up doing was to keep her spirits up. They started sending her all kinds of game systems, games, just anything to help her out.
Yeah,
that was already her third trip in there.
I'll put the website in the description as well. And when that time approaches, when we are going to do it, I'll let you guys know up to date. But right now, that's a future event that we're planning. And as for what games, write in the comments, what do you want me to do for 24 hours straight? I know y'all say League, but I mean, surprise me. Make it a little more interesting.
Same for myself as well. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to it. I mean, although I don't know if Spide is coming to Toledo, but I will be going along with
I can't go to Toledo. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not going to Toledo.
Why? What's wrong with Toledo?
No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Toledo. It's just that I can't go to Toledo.
There's something wrong with Toledo.
No.
Let's be real. There's something wrong with Toledo.
Yeah, no, but guys, I will be at my house or whatever the case, and I could go to Toledo, but I can't go to Toledo. I'm telling you that right now. It's just a huge no.
It's all good. It's all good.
We understand.
I honestly think it's fantastic that you're participating with us. And even if viewers from home want to participate, contact either Spidevil or myself, and we'll see how we can get you involved. Whether it be wanting to help organize it, whether planning,
or shoutouts,
whatever.
Wait, maybe we should make it that if people are to donate enough, that you can get certain perks, like via the channel. Like if you donate $100, I'll teach you all of my tips and tricks on how I, edit or how to edit, like, for all of it free. Just teaching you guys everything you need to know about YouTube. And, we'll come up with perks. And like I said, this is just an outline right now. Nothing is set in stone yet, but we are, engaging towards the idea. And, yeah, that's all I have. I mean, I'm just kicking. I'm 8-0 Annie in the EU.
What I'd like to see is I'd like to see the gaming community pull together and do anything that we can, because some of us do have stories to tell. It could be your own daughter, your brother, your sister. It could be a friend of yours.
Oh, and by the way,
sometimes you just need a little help.
And by the way, for Extra Life, if you guys don't know, I would look up Extra Life on YouTube. There are a lot of larger names that have done it, such as Rooster Teeth and other kind of huge gamers, and we're gonna do that. We're definitely going to collaborate with a lot of different people.
Remind me later to have Galleon send you guys team invites for our team.
That sounds good.
And if you guys want to play with us, just let us know. I mean, it'll be a good time. We'll have live streams and all kinds of stuff.
And I think we're gonna, try to set up a benchmark or whatever like that. And we're gonna try to set up a benchmark of how much streaming or charity or whatever the case is, just so we can get it going.
I'm actually gonna toss an offer out here. What I'm going to do, since I'm a graphic designer, is since we're all going to form a team, or I don't know if we're gonna do 2 separate teams or how we're gonna do it yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to design, whether it be. But I want to hear in the comments, do you want a shirt? What do you want? The top subscribers, or the top people who donate, I'm going to toss this out there. It can be fully customized however you want it. Whether it be, for example, Spide's logo with whatever on it. Depends.
That she has yet to do. As an example. Cuff.
I'm using it as an example. I want to hear what you guys want. The top donator, I will go ahead. I will make something personally for you. Maybe whenever I have it printed out, maybe I can get Spide to sign it, send it to him, and then we can get it out in the mail to you. We'll figure something out.
If you guys want signatures, I can go hard in the paint with signatures.
Autograph all the things.
No, it's not even. It's not even autographs.
What we could do, have since it's going to be for Extra Life, have the team autograph it and send it out.
Yeah, if you guys don't... Oh, what the hell? This Annie thinks she can take me. Please, sit down. And like I said, we're gonna try our best to pull out all the stops, because I know Kara knows people, but like, you know, that person has to get back with us, but I guess it hasn't. But like I said, guys, if you were hoping that other YouTubers are to contribute or whatever, seriously, you gotta tell us and then let them know. I think the hugest thing is that you guys as the subscribers, kind of, I'm in the EU and my English is just kind of, you know, improving. Oh, they surrendered. Alright, well, I would say the outro, guys, but I think I'm not going to do an outro for this particular episode. All I'm going to say is this. All the information you need to know will be found in the description. I need everybody to go ahead and take a look at that really quickly. Also, I'm going to upload this on Friday. What day is today?
Friday.
The
23rd.
Okay, 23rd. Also, you can find in the description is that I'm going to do a video cast for SocialBlade. I'm going to go ahead and put that down like in the description. So, all right, I better edit this thing really quickly and get this out here today.